Good morning. Welcome back. I have had some time to do some thinking and picking of some threads. But before I do that, I thought I would show you this that I took to share on Instagram, and I've decided to use the ecru flowers in that design. And if you'll notice, this one is going to be covering one part of this flower. And in fact, this piece of fabric is going to be covering a bit of it too, but that's okay. This is slow stitching, and we tend to sometimes cover up all our parts of what we have done before. So I've picked this bit. I found this bit of thread number 739 to use to tack down these flowers. Let me show you one here. Let's show you this one. It's going to be about there-ish. And so I want to just, after I put on the last side of this stitching on here, I'm going to think about tacking down some of these. And I also, if you will remember, this had some leaves, and I'm going to be placing those as I go. So that one would be there. This one would be underneath here. And one more over here. We'll put that one down here. Okay, so then, well, you can get the idea of where I'm going to be going. So, but I'm still plagued with the idea of doing something in here. Now this is going to cover a bit of it, and there will be a bit of it covered down here, and etc. And this is here to keep me in mind of what my flower should look like. All of these lazy daisies come out from here up. They're rather short, but they do come over, and then they kind of come down here. And we're going to be doing the back, the furthest ones that are under all of the other ones first. This, where are you? I've picked this variegated cotton. It's just a better quality and hand dyed. That's the only difference that I can see between them. And of course, cha-ching, cha-ching. But I'm going to put that there. And if you look at the stamp, you'll see some something to bring out the edges of this. And I'm going to use this tapestry number 12 braid by Kreinik, and I thought it would add a nice, just to bring out this yellow center a bit more. So that takes care of that. I chose this green, which is variegated. It's not going to, it does variegate. We have a lighter up here and darker down here. And and this is going to tack these down. But before all of that happens, I'm going to be keeping this out over here so that I can notice where I should place this outer ring of petals. And what else? Oh yes, this. I don't want the whole thing to be done, because if I bring stitches to the edge, this is the edge and it's going to be glued down to a journal cover, and I'll probably pull the threads out to about 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 from each side. And I'm just thinking that if I have something here, it will be too close. And something could be funny there. So, you don't want funny. Not anywhere. So let's get these down here. And this tucked away. And this tucked away. And let's get out my neutrals drawer. I woke up last night when I was watching television a little bit. I started feeling kind of peckish. So, nice wools. Ah, very nice wools. And some cottons. And more wool. This is an adventure. This is the leftovers from many, many, many projects. Many of them. But I was thinking, mightn't we just use, this is a ribbon, it's rayon ribbon. This is ribbon also, but it's got the flex in it. This is more of the Kreinik that we're going to be using in the made in the flower, or what we're left to see up there. I'm thinking I'm going to go with the. We're going to have to pick some Kreinik. Let's see what we have. I purchased that because I had to have it. That boucle. I've not used it yet. Hopefully it will come along. But as you can see, all of the possibilities in years of needlepoint fuzzy. And it is beautiful, fuzzy, and it is beautiful. Well, enough of that. This is DMC that you can buy in Michael's and Hobby Lobby, etc. And I certainly am not going to be using this to tie these down, because tying down just means that, maybe one on each petal. The color is off, but it's a horror to work with. But it gives a lovely, lovely effect, as you can see the shine in it. So you can have wonderful things at the DMC counter. Let's put you over here. Anything else? Oh, certainly there's something else. There's always something. Oh my. Okay. Now, let's focus, Carol, on this. Let's focus here. I want to show you, I'm going to do the last row on that for you today. Now, what possibilities do we have there? Let me bring you closer. That's a little too fine. That would lighten it up too much. No. I think we found it. Yay. Now, I was further thinking about this one coming to here. Let me show you what was in my mind. I was thinking about this is our rectangle. Okay. I was thinking about going here and this one in a little bit. This one in a little bit. And maybe one more. Just to pick up the center ribbon. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to weave these. We'll see when we get there. And here, and here, and here, and here. Something like that. So that we leave the original painted canvas showing. So, the more I think about it, the more I think about it. Now, okay. One, two, three, four, 5 in would be the center starter. And we just have to pick the center. I'm not going to be totally crazy on here because let's count the holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, been good if it had been an uneven number. We didn't plan ahead. But this is slow stitching, and I'm not going to make myself crazy. I promise. I promise. Now, is this going to work? I could just tack the length of that down. I could tack the length of that down. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Oh, this is finer than I thought it was. This was finer than I thought it was. This might be, but maybe it'll be there, but not big. Maybe it will be good. The color is so good. Let's put a knot, a good knot. I mean a serious, no kidding around knot in this one. There's another way of doing this, but it wouldn't work with this sort of object. It's got to stand alone when it's cut off here. So, let's just get that far down enough that we can pull this, and done. All right. Let's go in 5. Well, okay, I've just got to show you another little goodie that I have. Another slight result from chemo. I've never had to use it before very much, but thank heavens I have it. Okay, we'll pick the middle. We're going to pick the middle. You see it over there? Let me get a little closer. Okay. So over, let's do 1, 2, let me see this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like uneven numbers. I don't know why, but let's see what happens. Under 3 threads, up we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, up. 2, 3, 4, 5. And give it a nice little tug to keep it taut under there. 1, 2, 3. 5. I don't know what we're going to end up doing when this is, how we're going to do this. But we're going to play here. One, 3, 4, 5. There's 3. And as you work on this canvas, you'll start to not to have to count because you'll just see 3 threads. I mean, 5 you might want to be careful about, but you'll just see where you come up for 3 threads without having to count. Silly girl, not 3, 5. Well, that had 1 thread on the other side and 2 over here. That's fine. Now, we're not going to get upset over that. Coming back. Coming back. Shall we do it? Starting, we want to cover this 3. In order to really make sure Here, I will show you a trick. Oh, these fingers. If I didn't have saliva, I don't know where I'd be. Alrighty. This is what happens when you've created your own. Let's do it, Carol. Let's not be lazy on the last few. Okay. So, we've done, we came over 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Correct? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's what we have. We're just trying to figure out how we want to put the second row on each side of this. If we have 3 in the middle and add 1 on each side, we could put the long ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yuck. No, it's not. Oh, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember that the threads are the only things that count. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I can't believe that. That actually worked. Let's put 1 down here and 1 here. And then you can just do something like this and just turn yourself into feeling like a smart cookie. Now, and then row 3, doesn't make any difference how it ends over here, because even if it comes to the end, that's fine. As long as the count, since we're only going to do 3 more rows here. Now this is the original. Now, why can't we just see about matching that up? Does it match that one? Yes. Under 3, and it should match that one. Under 3, and it should match this one. So this is what we need to accomplish. And all it is straight stitches and patience. And some patience. Okay, the original. The second row is going to start in okay, this is here. This is here. What isn't Carol? It's This goes down here. Pay attention. So this comes diagonally across from this hole. Look what I'm looking at. I'll show you again. We're trying to get started on our second row. Here's the ending here of this one. And in order to get this pattern to follow, we need to be over a diagonal. And in needlepoint, you can do that. So instead of going up here, we're going to step back so that we're over a diagonal. We're starting here, here, and starting and coming down here. Starting here and coming down here. Let's see what we get. This has probably put many of you off by now. You're probably running away screaming. And we are covering. Okay, we go up to the next fiver. And we are actually covering 3. Yes, we are. 1, 2, 3. There is where it went down. So here is where it should go up. Do we have 3 in there? Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do. And the next one is going to be under 3. All it is long with holes. All it is well, you're not supposed to have 3 there, Carol. It's supposed to be, It's supposed to be. You see how easy it is to make that go away. Gone. Now, this one is just diagonals on the last one. Okay, here's the beginning of this one, right here. And the diagonal went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the diagonal went that way. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay. And then diagonal on here, which would leave us our 3. Okay, that's going to work. And it's going to be just enough in the center. However, I'm going to take this out because we should not have started there. I had to have a little more. How easily that just goes away. I should have had supposed to be 5. So we're going to run. We're going to this is what happens when no, I want to start there because I want it to come in a little bit. Oh my, you were right, Carol, the first time. Okay. Here's the 3. And that one stopped in that hole, so we come up here and it's diagonal. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's diagonal. And here it is diagonal again. And there is the hole it went down in. So the diagonal is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and that gives us 3. And the diagonal is there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The diagonal for that one is correct. And you're saying all that crazy just for 3 rows of stitching. Well, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to pull out this needle, because I like it. It's got my name on it. And I'm just going to do 3 rows in here and 3 rows up here. That's all. Just enough to draw your eye to the stripes. Some of it will be, some of it, or a lot might be covered with the flower here. That's okay. That's 2 threads. This is 2 threads. I'm glad I looked. And of course I'm stripping. And putting them back so that they will look a little prettier when we stitch with them. And I finally figured out how to do that. When you have problems, you just figure out ways around, and threading the needle turned out to be easy when I did it that way, laying the needle threader on my finger. And so we're going up this side now. This is about where I want this one. And if you lay the thread up where you want it to go down, you might run into a place where the threads cross over each other, so just step down a little bit. Don't cut the threads, the 2 threads, because that won't give you an effect that you want. What's this? Okay. I just almost had a problem. And thank God for thumbtacks. You're going right around that thumbtack. Or you can apply a pair of these cheapo magnets. This is the tail end hanging out of the brown, and if I want to keep it from causing me troubles when I'm doing other stitching on the back, you put a magnet here, you put a magnet here, and it goes nowhere. So, where were we? We're down here. Okay, and we come up, we hold the thread underneath, make it taut. We come up, we go down, come up here. It's going to be my spot. Different size, lengths of stitch, fine, as long as it makes you happy. Oh, not way over there, Carol. Looks like it might do it. And this might do it. That's a little cattywampus, so out it comes. Hold it against the skin of your finger, Carol, and miracles happen. The needle threads so much more easily. And maybe about there. And come up about there. Here, make a shorter one. So this is going to look like it was done by a human and not a machine. I think I'm going to put just a T9C1 up here. If I don't like it, I can take it out. Am I? Yes, I have a little tiny one down here. Sure, I can do that. And there. So, to end off a thread, I'm going to loosen up over here. Rightsy tightsy, leftsy loosey, and here we are. And we can go under here. This is called traveling, and we can go under here. This is a method of tying off if you don't have anything around. Could have run it through there, would have been fine, but I'll do one more. No, and then I'll come back on them. Couple. done. So, one more thing, because my tummy is telling me it's lunchtime and I'm going to have a sip. I never hydrated so much in my life, but it does make life easier for me. Shall we go down here, tease the ends to open them up, pull out number 1, pull out number 2. Now we're going to have to decide whether or not we want that to be, a lot of it isn't going to show, but that's okay. Whether or not we want it to be a little hefty. I'm thinking 2 might be too small, too thin. Let's try 3. It's only the only way we can do this. Line them up as close as you can get them. That's good enough. There we go. And as you can see what happens, the 3 of them will line up like that. Okay, now you'll find that I get a favorite needle and use it for as much as I can. It's and some of the work I had to use 3 different types of needles and 3 different sorts, and okay, that was a little upsy-daisy, but that's all right. Now, let's get this guy back over here. We have some markings on here, which are a good thing. And so, let's go part of the way up, part of the way up, back down, up here, there. And another one, close. Close. There we go. Oh, these colors are changing quickly. That's nice. And then we'll do one further down over here. right here. And they'll lay over each other a little bit. That's okay. And now we're coming up and putting a tall one in here. No, Carol, you weren't concentrating. You were sneaking peeks at this. And that's what happens. Not a good thing at all. Let's get this pulled up. Alrighty. Let's see, I guess it wants to be here. Looks like that's where it's going to be. And then there's this long guy, and he starts way up here. And that's okay. And down here, and along around here. And underneath. And then we want something. Let's do another one in this space and see what happens. This is completely by ear. Totally by ear. Good, Carol. No, that's not going to work, is it, dear? No, it isn't. So busy looking over here. Well, we better get over that. Okay. Okay, we can do this. Yes, we can. I'm gonna make this one a short one. Because that's what this is all about. And then another row is going to go right up on top of this row. If we can get it between petals, that's good. But that doesn't really look like it's anything we really have to think about. I think I'll go up there. I think I'll go up there. The petal police are not coming. And let's have one more in the same hole. Why not? That lays way over that way. Doing it again, Dopey. Okay. I'm going to put this one right in the hole of the other petal. There are no police coming. This is going to be fun. Let me show you. Let me show you this one, and the next time I'll do some more and up even closer. So this has got to come around this way. This has got to come around this way, and this one has to come around that way. Well, today we've driven ourselves a little crazy here to make a, just to pick out the center of this a little bit. just a lot of it's going to be covered. If you remember that, let me get that photo again. Down you go on the floor. Let's get and here it is. See how a lot of it is some of it's going to be coming right over onto this. And I'm only going to see a little bit in, come back. I'm going to just only see a little bit in here, a little bit in here, and silly thing. This is on top of it. It's going to show more. But we have 4 of these flowers and 3 up here. So this is where we're headed. I'm going to tack down some of these and keep one to show you how I tack it, and shove in some leaves wherever I think it might be neat. But this is where we are. So I do hope you've enjoyed today, and we'll come back again with me. And I do hope you have enjoyed and will consider giving me a thumbs up, and I would appreciate a comment, because I do answer them, and I would appreciate your subscribing to my channel. Bye now.